Simplifiers!
Good morning. All right, good afternoon.
No, good morning.
Good morning.
Or good day.
Good day to you all.
Whenever you guys are going to see this.
Good day, Simplifiers. So I'm super excited today. Yesterday we had our first workshop.
Portland workshop. Yes.
It was super, it was great.
It was very productive. We learned a lot.
We learned how to set up the projector.
Yes, and definitely going into our next workshop, we will know how to do it better. But
that's the whole point of, it's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Real quick question, anecdote. That's not an anecdote. That's not an anecdote. Mm-hmm. How many people wouldn't even do a workshop until they had it perfectly dialed in and then would never actually end up doing it? Would you think that happens?
That happens. I think that happens most of the time, actually.
That happens all the time.
Yeah.
I heard a story once that Apple, on purpose, they roll out their stuff when it's 80% ready. Not 100%, but 80%, and then they just do updates over time. Mm-hmm. Because they just want to get it out there so people can consume it and give feedback and everything. That's the same way we handled the workshop. We were 78% ready, not 80%. Yeah,
we were not quite at the 80 level. Definitely not quite at near 100 at all. But we were also not 10% ready. We were pretty ready.
So the cool thing about it was we couldn't fail. I went into it knowing we wouldn't fail because we asked everybody in attendance to complete a survey. Mm-hmm. And we said, and so that you could tell us the 10 biggest or 9 or 10 biggest concerns that you have about your business. Whether it's team or compensation or sales or whatever. So then I would just look through all the surveys and then spent, 20 minutes, maybe an hour. I should make it sound like I spent way more time, but I didn't. I spent 4 days calculating everybody's answers, and then I created a spreadsheet that showed the most common thing, and then I just started at the most common thing. I didn't get to everything because I would have been 50 things. But I got to the most important things, and it only took me 20 minutes, actually, not 4 days. But so
what were some of those things?
Okay, so the things that we ended up talking about, not in any particular order. I tried to do it in the order where it would kind of make sense for the people. It started with hiring because everybody wanted to know how you hire people. So we talked about the 3 best hiring sources, how to have 3 good active funnels for hiring at all times. Mm-hmm. Never stop and just keep going, keep doing those. And then we talked about interviewing. So what assessment should they take? And then what are 3 great phone interview questions? And what are 3 great in-person interview questions? And for those of you who don't know me very well, everything's 3 because I know that if I give you something and it's 3 steps or 3 questions or 3 something, then the chances of you getting it done are good.
Right.
If I give you an 8-step process, the chances of you not doing or doing all 8 steps well is 0%. You'll skip some or whatever. So 3 interview questions over the phone, 3 interview questions in person. And then we talked about when you hire the person, how to onboard the person. What are the 3 steps you should take so that when you onboard them, because the first 90 days are the most crucial 90 days of their career. Mm-hmm. The way they start is the way they're going to always keep going.
Yeah.
So anyway, the 3 best things you could onboard. Then we moved into setting up your office, the 3 different types of positions in your office, who should do what, how to specialize a small team, how to specialize a big team, how to pay your team. And basically then we talked about 3 different techniques for how to sell, how to create really simple, easy processes for selling stuff, whatever it is. Simple word tracks. We covered a lot of stuff. I went into it. You're going to say this too.
Yes. Going into it, both of us thought about, we were like, how on earth is Jared going to talk for more than 6 hours about who knows what, And that was initially my thought. And obviously, I guess Jared thought the same thing. And then once he started going, it wasn't just random stuff coming out of his mouth. Everyone was engaged the entire time. You could have amped up your excitement level throughout.
Yeah, I know. You always think my enthusiasm's lacking the consistency, which is fine. Which is okay.
Had some. Okay.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying that's feedback you give me all the time.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It's great. It's super awesome. I really like it a lot. It's the best thing ever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But so it was great knowing that the content that we gave out to people was actually worth it, and they were able to utilize. And people seemed engaged the entire time, which I thought was nuts, Because I was like, Jared, just stop talking.
There's a certain way to work a room.
Yeah.
There's a certain way to raise your voice. You want to be conversational, down to earth at times. But then sometimes when you feel like you're losing people, you got to be like, all right, let's do this, or let's go here, or stand up and let's do this on the board,
or do an activity,
or whatever. And I mean, I think I've done a lot of workshops. I'm not saying I love workshops, but I've done a lot of them, and I feel I have some sense of intuition about a workshop, I suppose. But the coolest thing was we got great feedback after the workshop.
Yeah.
Because we're going to LA 3 weeks from tomorrow. 3 weeks from tomorrow, we're going to be in LA. And we're going to take we wrote it on the board. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 21 things that we have to do better in LA to provide a better experience for the customers.
But we still want to keep it 3 steps or less.
Okay, so there's 3 steps of 7 things. Anyway, in this situation, there's 21 things, and we're gonna have to do all 21. There's no way around that if we want to be awesome. Because the goal of the seminar, the workshop, is to provide great content. And what do we want? We want people to want us to sign up for Simplifi. We want people to sign up for virtual business management or for the team member partnership training. So I got to bring it all. Show up again. Show up after lunch. Show up at the end, and then have everybody walk out of there being like, oh my God, I got to sign. This is awesome. I got to do it.
Yeah.
So it happened in Portland. That was another thing.
It did. We actually had a lot of people sign up.
So we got 3, and overall yesterday we got 4 new clients just yesterday.
Yeah.
And
4 completely new. That being said, the clients that we had.
And then somehow we not somehow, but then and they weren't all from Portland.
Yeah.
That's a whole other talk.
Yeah.
Getting clients anyway.
We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it later. So LA workshop, super stoked. If you're listening to this and you live in California or Kansas, you should go to the LA workshop.
Yeah. If you happen to be in LA
or Kansas
or Kansas,
then you should go to the LA workshop.
Just go. Just do it.
Yeah.
Just keep it simple.
Keep it simple. Remember, 3 steps or less. Hopefully we see you in LA. If not, we'll see you on the flip side.
Catch you on the
Simplify.
Simplify.
Last thing. No, people don't want to see this anymore.
Really?
Yeah, stop doing that. Doesn't make sense to anybody. No one knows what it means. Looks like gang signs, and just stop. We're going to have to come up with something
3?
better. No. Oh, yeah, 3 steps. We'll figure it out.
3.